When I was a kid, the first console I've ever owned was a Sega Genesis. It was given to me on my 7th birthday. Funny enough, both of my older sisters gave me a Sega Genesis. I was also given Sonic 1, 2, Spinball, and Lawnmower Man. I honestly love all these games. Lawnmower Man is really underrated, but man, Sonic 2 was definitely the one I put the most time into. The soundtrack, the level design, and hell, even the boss design was pretty much what kept me coming back, no matter how many times I got game over. This and Mario 64 on my family's N64 were pretty much the first games I actually ever beat. I never even knew there was a Sonic 3 or C, but after beating 1 and 2, my soul wanted nothing less than to have more Sonic. Little did my 7-year-old mind know that there was a sequel to Sonic 2. Hell, I didn't even know about the Sega CD around the corner. I was too busy trying to beat brand new games like Jungle Book, Lion King, Aladdin, Echo the Dolphin, and Dick Tracy my brother-in-law brought for me to play with. My ass is still sore from that. When I was around 15 years of age, I finally got my hands on this game, and I didn't really like it. I'd forgotten about it and was too busy getting my mind blown by Sonic 3 and Knuckles. Well, I thought, why the hell not revisit Sonic CD and Sonic 3 and Knuckles? Sonic Mania's on its way, and holy shit, dog, I'm pumped for that, so let's talk about it. One of the weirdest experimental titles on the classic Sonic belt. Besides Mean Bean Machine, Spinball, Sonic 3D Blast, and Sonic R. Let's review Sonic CD. First, let's talk about the glasses. What else do you want me to say? It's a classic Sega Gen Sonic game. There's nothing else to say other than, holy shit! Sonic himself is obviously Sonic 1's sprite, with new frames and much cleaner animation. The artwork, sprite work, and other graphical fidelities such as effects have been obviously upped compared to Sonic 1 and 2, but I don't know about Sonic 3. Overall, the look and feel of Sonic is all here, and even improved in certain fields. There's even FMV cutscenes, that's neat. The sound qualities have improved by tenfold in terms of music. Sound effects are fine, but the jams were completely changed when we switched from Sega's sound chip to MIDI files. The track quality, at least in the US one, isn't exactly on par with Sonic 1 and 2 and 3. Now, I've got to say, the Japanese and EU version of the OST definitely up there. It's like being transported into fucking 1980, forced to listen to pop music until I pass out from exhaustion from dancing. Honestly though, I'll still have to say Sonic 3 music is better even with me nostalgia goggles off, simply because a lot of the tracks still feel less charming and a bit more generic than that of Sonic 3 or 2. My personal subjective opinion, of course. Okay, where are we? Oh yeah, US version. Some of the tracks sound kinda boring and less bop, you know? Not nearly as catchy, but hey, it's not bad. Some of the tracks are really good and really take advantage of the CD quality. Mixed bag at worst, decent at best. Hell, what I want is the Sonic OST is simply really punk attitude with boppy music. That would make me dance all night long. Is it accomplished in US OST? Yes, well, hell, that's good enough for me. Next subject. So I did this amazing thing called reading the manual. It's only 13 pages long, but man do I miss these. This isn't actually bad. It tells you most of the things you need to know and informs you of very important new mechanics to Sonic CD. Time travel! Time traveling works like this. If you run past a future or past time warp signs, then get enough speed, you'll go either to the past or the future, part of that stage. The music change, the enemy and hazards either increase or decrease, and the levels at static completely change. Now this is what really makes Sonic CD stand out from the classic crowd. I'm not gonna lie, when I say this adds a shit ton of replayability simply because the levels are quite literally changed altogether in either area, and there's even a good and bad future versions of each level, which I'll talk about more later. This is a blessing and a huge curse. First off, in order to get the good ending, you need to either get all the time crystals, or go to the past of every single level, find both and destroy the projector of Metal Sonic and Robot Production capsules. Now, Sonic never really had mandatory backtracking and small amount of item collecting. The most you needed to get the good ending was just get all the Chaos Emeralds by completing and winning all 7 special stages. That's not what Sonic did best. Sonic's highlight wasn't going fast either. It was earning your speed, fast reactions, and knowing the level layout to a certain degree, while keeping a healthy ring count so you can access those special stages. This requires not only memorizing the fucking layout of every single freaking stage, but it also means backtracking after using the shitty time travel mechanic to go back to the past. Go to the bleeding projector and the robot pod in every act, in every stage, in order to get the fucking good ending. Before you say, oh, but Pod, you can just collect the time emeralds to get that. Well, let me tell you something, Billy. I can't even imagine the mindset Sega had designing this game's special stage. Sonic 1's Special Zone was at best nauseating, but still fascinating and fun. Sonic 2 at worst was cheap and unfair, but if you again memorize the Special Zone's layout, which since it's so easy to get another, you can literally do it in level 1 if you're good enough. Sonic 3's Special Stage was at first sight confusing, but arguably one of the best Special Zones, with a good amount of challenge in memorizing the layouts of the Special Zones, but also force you to do level exploration. Sonic CD's Special Zone is probably worse than Sonic R. Yes, I went there. In order to get the Time Emerald, you have to destroy all the floating UFOs on this weird floating island with roads on it. The thing is about hitting these fucking UFOs is not nearly as easy as you think. Just do yourself a favor and just jump before you think you need to. I cannot tell you how many bleeding times I've missed this. The controls are god awful. Sonic's momentum is way off here. You'd have to hold back button way longer than you normally would have to stop him. Turning is really freaking slow. I'm not really joking when I say this game reminds me of Sonic R. The controls here really do feel like a cousin to it. By the way, if you hit the water, your time ticks down at a much faster rate, which by the way, I say the time limit is way too freaking short! Into the garbage it goes, this Special Zone. Don't worry, baby, if you hit a blue UFO, which passes by every time you have less than 10 seconds on the clock, it gives you back a total time of an extra 10 seconds. Wow, whoa, now that's what I'm talking about. Last rant, I swear. Who made these bosses? Oh my dear lord, these are the shittiest bosses I've ever seen in a Sonic game. I take that back, at least they're fucking new. I got your fucking number right here, 4. I got your number, I'll be back for you later. Seriously though, not only are these bosses fucking boring and is really non-threatening, but man, this is the laziest boss design I've ever seen. Fuck! Sonic 4 is hot garbage and you know where to put it. Man, I take that over this any day of the week. This is a blessing compared to Sonic 4, oh my god. Sonic CD, to put it short, is a great game with some wonky gimmicks, crazy spring-loaded level designs, and a little bit too much backtracking for its own good. Other than that, it has a good soundtrack. Personally, I like the EU better. And honestly, not a bad Sonic game. I personally don't value it as much as the other classics, but hell, it's not Sonic 4. I beat it 3 times, honestly. If you're not playing the Steam or iOS version, you're missing out. It's fantastic, and one of the Christian Whitehead's shining achievements. If you played Sonic 1, 2, and 3 and you're looking for a little bit more besides the ROM hacks, go ahead and give this a go. It's not a bad game like I said before, it's just got a little problems.
Let's go away.